Hypothalamus artificial intelligence. Digital transformation powered by real-time autonomous and intelligent algorithms. Presents its solutions for optimization of energy efficiency in oil and gas industries. Optimizing energy efficiency is a complementary process to optimizing production, which must be done if the large industry want to maximize income, and in turn fulfill the social commitment of an environmentally sustainable world. Demand response and industrial energy efficiency. Some time ago, electricity was produced by generation plants, sent through high-voltage transmission lines to substations, and then distributed to consumers, who behaved passively. In a regulated environment, generation, transmission and distribution are operated by a vertically integrated enterprise, usually a state enterprise that has a monopoly for the supply of electricity, whereas, in a deregulated environment, different parts of the electricity grid are owned by different companies, mostly private, and the electricity markets provide a platform that encourages competition and active consumers. Due to the new power technologies, this liberation of the electricity market has reached the industrial factories that must face this new opportunity. To achieve energy efficiency, industries must include in their digital transformation processes the management of energy, and the control of the carbon footprint. This involves two major processes related to advanced analytics. Offline optimization, planning. This stage is related to the optimization processes that must be carried out prior to the commissioning of the redesigned energy system in accordance with modern methodologies of advanced analytics, and available computational power. Part of this stage are the following activities. Redesign the power supply system in accordance with the new power technologies in force and with a vision of the near future, due to the speed of change of such technologies. Presumably when the industrial plant was built, new concepts, such as smart grids, did not exist. Optimize the industrial process using complex modern mathematical models. It is possible that the industrial plant is operating based on outdated mathematical models, which do not take into account the computing power of the current methodologies of advanced, parallel and distributed analytics. Integrating the planning and programming of industrial processes, transformation of matter, with industrial services, transformation of energy, this is a core element in the whole process. The diagram presents what could be an old power supply system. A modern power supply system is impacted by new power technologies and advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning and large-scale mathematical programming. The second major digital transformation process is related to online optimization, programming. The final part of the process of restructuring an energy system is the so-called demand response, which involves the participation of consumers in energy systems, as a means of optimizing their profits. At this stage you should use an optimization model for the planning and scheduling of the dispatch of the energy system, together with the optimization of production. Use models oriented to the optimal control in real time of the dispatch of the energy system. Energy trading and risk management, this activity is commonly called ETRM. The oil industry includes global processes of exploration, extraction, refining, transportation and marketing of petroleum products. The largest volume products in the industry are fuels, natural gas, fuel oil, and gasoline. However, petroleum is the raw material for many chemicals, including pharmaceuticals, solvents, fertilizers, pesticides and plastics. Oil enterprise-wide optimization integrates mathematical models for each of the links in the oil supply chain, in such a way to management the planning of the supply chain with a holistic vision. The design of high oil AWO was the result of work done for a multi-business oil company. The union of models, and their coordination, forms the hypothalamus of an oil enterprise. The current computational power allows to model detailed the supply chain, considering individually all the systems that compose it. This allows to visualize all the existing bottlenecks, and that affect the maximization of economic gains. The central process of tactical optimization of production and energy management is related to the integration of the two systems, through integrated mathematical modeling. Hypothalamus AI considers the production process as a union of two processes. Product transformation, conversion of barley into commercial products, through processing units, and energy transformation, processing of auxiliary industrial services required by process units, and which are consumers, or energy producers, in the service units. To optimize energy efficiency, the first step is to optimize the integrated supply chain, since this is the part of the production process that consumes more economic resources. High Oil considers the oil and gas supply chain optimization as the union of two processes: product transformation, conversion of crude oil and biomass into refined products, through process units and transport systems, and energy transformation, processing of auxiliary industrial services required by the industrial assets, and which are consumers, or producers, of energy, in the so-called service units, in industrial service plants. The objective of optimization is to determine the production plan that meets the demand of the next link in the chain, according to an offer of available types of crude, refined products, and other raw material, produced or buyed, during the planning period. Industrial services optimization is the complementary model to the production model, aimed at optimizing energy management, in industrial plants that include large-scale industrial service plants, such as refineries, petrochemicals, oil and gas production, and oil and gas transport. The second step in optimizing energy efficiency is the integration of the industrial process plant with the industrial services plant. These services often include self-generation, cogeneration, and the exchange of energy with the interconnected electricity system. The objective of the model is to minimize the consumption, or cost, of the energy required by the industrial processes, supported by the industrial services plants. The industrial services system is coupled with the production process model to holistically optimize the transformation of crude oil into refined products. The simultaneous optimization of both industrial production and energy conversion is related to polluting emissions of gases and liquids, associated with increasingly demanding environmental control laws. HI may integrate complex industrial process models to redesign the power supply system, according to the new power technologies. This type of model includes the simulation of polluting processes to determine the optimal mixture of fuels, in accordance with environmental regulations. The interested reader can request, from Hypothalamus Artificial Intelligence, information related to use cases which integrate the planning of production operations with energy management. Hypothalamus Artificial Intelligence is the creator of artificial brains as the new form of augmented artificial intelligence. Thank you very much for your attention.